What's up, guys? Vince Ryder here. My notes are very limited, but this is the big one. A few minutes ago, I have finished Arcane finale. Arcane series finale. They basically said there's not going to be a season 3. I wish that wasn't true, but as of now, it kind of is. And this is it. I wish I was recording this when if it wasn't late because I do want to express my emotions. Then again, if I did, I'll start freaking coughing because I'm not a person that is used to the winter weather as it's here right now. It might as well be here because it is freaking cold. I have finished. Yeah, all these episodes itself, I went through it. And can I just say this? It really does felt like I just got back from the Arcane universe. It felt that tense. It felt like the anxiety was digging in. It was like, okay, I'm kind of worried. Who's gonna die? Oh my gosh, it's like freaking Game of Thrones all over again. It's like, who? What's happening? You know what I mean? But I was ready and I went through it. And so far, I gotta say, this episode was solid. This finale was solid. They did a good job. Did they play it safe? I honestly don't freaking care. If they play it safe or not. I know that there's criticism that they shouldn't play safe. They gotta really go out in a full bang. When you're leaving a party, when you're about to have a farewell, leaving, it's like a celebration, like, oh, this is a celebration of me leaving my parents' apartment. God, man, that would, man, if only. But like basically like a farewell, like, hey, I'm leaving the city, I'm leaving this day, I'm leaving this freaking parents' house, and yeah, I'm gonna be moving on. Do you ever want to start something? Do you ever want to really say something offensive or just go all out, freaking party arty? Personally, for me, I would play it safe. And I basically treat this Arcane episode, this finale, basically like how I usually would throw a farewell party. Good food, good visuals, good games, good entertainment. Because, as a geek, I pretty much would just throw like, oh man, we got check out all the Assassin's Creed we about to play. Look at all the Mario parties. We got some retro games here, got some good movies. We about to go all night with this one, but also not too loud because I don't want my last day to actually have a neighbor's complaint, police knocking in. Just a chill and useful time, and I guess that's how I look at this final episode. I know that some people are not gonna like that analogy. Well, first off, it's your fault to come into this review from a rookie movie reviewer as myself. Okay, I'm not the best, but hey, you're here and you have to suffer with me. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. But in all jokes aside, that's what it really does feel. Just a farewell, you know, but a safe farewell. There is a part of me but there were still some moments and some hard moments. And something hard about basically that farewell party is just basically saying goodbye. I don't like saying goodbyes, especially to characters that I like. And let me tell you, I'm about to get into spoilers because how the frick can you ever talk about a finale without talking about the spoilers? Jinx didn't need to die. I was like, okay, first off, I was scared. I was like, oh yeah, my heater's on. Okay, I was like, who's knocking on my door? Okay, no one. Jinx really didn't need to die. There was a moment where when I did see that episode 7, I saw the real Jinx. A Jinx that really wished to be. Like a Jinx that really craves that type of Jinx. Especially in episode 7, the young powder. But I guess that's not gonna happen. And I felt it through Echo. I just it's crazy how when both Jinx and Echo was fighting back in season 1, man, that was a long time ago, that I really thought that Echo was dead. And here we are. We do the same thing, but this time Jinx was dead. And it's kind of like I felt for this couple. It felt right. But also, it had to go down. It had to be gone. And at that moment, I just knew the writings on the wall. I knew it was going to happen, but it also was just heartbreaking. I look at Jinx as a lost child. She's broken. She's hurt. But more hurt than ever, she's gone. Like what she went through and that trauma, especially when Isha was gone, Jinx, like it's just like damn. Like I knew this had to happen, but man, that hurts. That really hurts. And Jinx was one of my favorite characters. When first discovering League of Legends, God, this sounds like a funeral. But when Jinx was, when I first discovered Jinx from League of Legends, I kid you not, one of my first characters, well, actually, two. It was Fiddlesticks, and it was Jinx. Those were the two characters that I was looking at. I just keep looking at them. I sort of had, and this was like very younger me. If anything, it was probably back in high school that I kind of was like looking at Jinx. I was like, man, she's beautiful. Crazy looking. I feel like, that's Joker's daughter right there. I can feel the energy and everything. The gun, okay. Where that tattoo came from, I don't freaking know. But yeah, that looks cool. That looks unique in a ways. And it really started to grow on me. And this was during the time when I was, into League of Legends, when I watched LCS, during the earlier days of esports. And yeah, basically, one of my favorite characters in that game. And I guess this is a reveal. I just realized I have never shared this with anybody. I mean, then again, why would I share about a game that I don't even freaking play anymore? And pretty much like a series that I haven't even, really cared about in the longest time, except through this show. Especially how it was like, pretty much we're not going to have it anymore. So this is probably the only time. But yeah, Jinx was basically my reason of ever discovering Riot Games. Not just League of Legends. No. Riot Games. What the heck was Valorant? Oh yeah, Valorant is from this company that actually made League of Legends, and that, is also League of Legends known for like this character with a big gun. Yeah, that was Jinx, and pretty much I discovered all the other characters. Vander, Vi, Caitlyn, and Silco, and, just Heimendinger, little Heimendinger, those little critters, these little adorable critters. Like, I don't know what it is, but Jinx in a ways is basically the one person that I first met before opening the door of just like the amount of content of Riot Games. And basically I became like not really crazy about Riot Games, but a fan of Riot Games because of Jinx. And that's kind of like the reason. So in some ways, and I know that, and this is personal for me because I'm a writer. I have characters that means a lot to me. I can only imagine the emotions that the writers, the directors, the storyboard that really did enjoy making Arcane, that love Arcane, and, the designers, and shouts to them. But I can only imagine what they're going through as a writer myself. I can only imagine what I would go through if I had a finale episode. Shoot, I'll be having like 10 seasons. 20 seasons? Shoot, watch out, Pokemon. I'll be freaking having seasons. Okay? Seasons. And when that final season, first off, can you imagine? And I heard that this was going to happen, that Pokemon was going to have a finale season of like, the whole like thing with Ash Ketchum or something like that. I don't freaking know. But that's also, I don't really care about Pokemon. But in my head, that's insane. How the frick long the Pokemon has been around? Now think about your favorite characters, the writer. The writer has to be at least 60 or 70 at this point. I don't freaking know. I know Ash Ketchum is supposed to be 50 at this like 50 at this point. But like that ending and also Arcane ending itself, like I don't know. It's different because Pokemon is bigger and pretty much has a bigger impact, but can you imagine just their show series and like, hey, we're ending the series and yeah, this is the finale. And it's kind of like, damn. Because in Arcane, not only that Jinx died, sacrificed herself, but also it was basically a goodbye. It was like, man, I never knew it, but I definitely realized it that I would always remember. And Jinx, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird because I'm freaking giving. It feels like I'm giving a eulogy, but I'm giving a eulogy of a made up character. But it was a good one, and I just had to make, sort of like just a speech about it. I guess I feel like everything I make is a speech, but for this one, I know for a fact that like that is something that I will never forget. For all these videos of reviews, I talk about what really made the biggest impact, what really was in my thoughts after that whole thing, and it's freaking Jinx, just gone, like just like that. I knew that she was rushing when she, thank goodness the Echo was there to save Jinx, but at least for a little bit, and seeing Echo okay, I'm like, yeah, there's Echo, and then that paper, I don't know what this tradition is, but the paper and the flames up in the air into ashes. It's sad. And also just seeing like the amount of battles going on that goes into this, the war. My goodness. Also lores? Are you serious? Lores? Lores? I don't even know how to say his name at this point because I'm like, damn. Okay. I guess we lost him. And we almost lost Caitlyn. However, Caitlyn has become solid Caitlyn. That's right. Solid Snake reference, Metal Gear. Yeah, solid Caitlyn. With the eye patch and everything, it fits her. It really does. And but also alongside with Vi, which is basically the ending, and I'm like, that's nice. That's nice. You know? And of course, seeing Ambessa being defeated, how she started this, how, yeah, thank goodness. My my gosh, like there are so many things that I could talk about this. But I basically want to talk about what impacted the most for me. I hope this gets an awards. As you're, you know, watching or you listening to this video, I hope it gets an award for sure. Yes, it's new, but man, was it a good one. Everybody, and I mean everybody, was just watching it. It was like the freaking new Super Bowl or something. Like, damn. I just couldn't, I couldn't understand why nobody would be interested in much, because the same ones that didn't weren't interested, they were hooked immediately. And yeah, it's gone. I just hope that Riot Games makes something else out there. I don't freaking know. I really hope it is. I don't know what happened to Heimendigger. I still don't know what happened to Isha. I don't know if they're gonna show that at some point. I get that. Yes, I get it. She died. She passed away. Something still hurtful. But for Jinx too, I'm like, oh man, you just gotta. The thing is that the most painful just happened, but then a little bit of pain, but it's still painful. It's like, what? I don't know. I'll never understand it, I guess. And that's gonna be living on for basically centuries. I don't know. Maybe Riot Games would have a change of heart in the future, but at this point, I don't know what would come back. Maybe an update, maybe a chronicle, Also, is Jace gone? That wasn't a fight, of course. It started as a fight, but you know, Vic and Jace together. People say that Vic is bi, or I don't see that. Men to men, as a bi person myself, that two men, they don't really need to show the certain love affection that certain people think. There's this love and affection for both men and men, and that's been around probably longer ever since, since the Bible. A men to men, heart to heart. One thing in, especially in Europe, like I remember discovered like something about like putting your hand on the face of a man and just having like that's the same thing that both Vic and Jace did. And I'm like, oh, I know that. Like heart to heart. And especially as somebody that's seen, UFC fights or dance battles between both men, they show love in the end no matter what. It's a sign of respect. It's a sign of maturity. It's a sign of, I guess, good sportsmanship. You know what I mean? But also more than that, you see these two, you see the love they give, and I couldn't help but really indicate that the same way with, dance battles where two men are going at it. They're going at each other's necks. Rap battles, they're going at each other's necks. But at the end of the day, they show love. Like, yo, homie, like, thank you. Like, hey, man, let me show you some love, bro. It's like that's a man to man love. Okay, maybe being from the streets, it's different for anyone else that don't understand that, and I totally get it. But still, that's a man to man love right there. They didn't freaking kiss. They're not a couple, so I mean, come on, keep it together, everyone. But yeah, I guess that's a wrap. That's it. Also, Echo, man, he saved the day. The GOAT, he did it. He's the man. Do he deserve something? I don't freaking know. He lost something. And that's just unfair. That's why that freaking Jinx, the sacrifices didn't sit right with me. I thought there was gonna be some revive. I thought she was gonna come back. When the freaking crow was going in, I thought something was gonna come back. I it didn't. I didn't. I don't know. Some theory would make that. But for me, what was that about? You had me excited there, but nope. Echo still lost not only a friend, but a girlfriend. Those two would be perfect together. Now, Vi is alone. And that's another heartbreaking thing. It's like Vi wanted to keep the family together. But I guess that family is just, I don't know, man. It's gone. It's gone. Also, Mel took out LeBlanc and Ambessa. That's what I'm talking about. Mel's the go-to. Come on. Give her flowers. Give everybody their flowers that freaking survived this, damn it. What an episode. Also, freaking Nolan died. Yep. Saw that coming. The double shot back. Man, that's what you get for breaking Caitlyn's heart. Breaking V's heart. Anyways, I don't even know what this freaking video is. All I want to say is that Arcane, I will never forget this. There's a lot of good episode finales and shows and movies, but it's the memories or where you're at when you see them. And man, where I was at, I saw it. I seen it. I felt it. And yeah, I'll never forget it. This has been a good series finale. God bless. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you subscribe, like, comment, and jazz. I'll see you when I see you. Yeah. Praise God. I'll see you when I see you. And bye. Also, bye, Arcane.